spent the last 2 days with the best man, and this guy is incredible. He's like an admiral in the Navy. But he is really, what a great guy.
Cheers to Dave's promotion.
Let's get Dave.
Real quick, I only have one post, not 4. But I do want to mention something that Gary failed to mention, but I'll get to that in just a minute. First of all, Brian, I've known you for 10 or 11 years now, and we have always gotten along because deep down in his heart and his soul, Brian is a sailor. He has the soul of a sailor. Now, there's one part of Brian that everybody knows is Lowell. And when you think of Jimmy Buffett, the sailor, that's Lowell. And that is his day-to-day persona, that he's sitting in that sailboat with a beer, life's just pushing him along. He's not really worried about anything, not worried about the details. You know, everything will be okay. But he also has the restlessness of the sailor, which means he's always worried about where am I going next, this next voyage, what port am I going to in life. And I've been privy to some of his 20-slide PowerPoint presentations of, do I go to law school, do I not go to law school, what do I do next? So that's not Lowell, that's Brian. But the great thing about the last 2 years since meeting Carly is that restlessness since meeting her has just totally gone away. And I have to say that there are a few times in your life where you just can't find the words. And having been 1,000 miles out to sea, seeing the sun come up, and the sea just like laughs, you can't describe it to somebody. Holding your child in your hands the first time. And now I have another one to add to that list, that's seeing Brian and Carly together. You just can't put that into words. So now the part where Gary did not mention. When I can't find words to describe something, I always turn to poets and to artists. And the greatest poet and artist that I know is a man by the name of the boss, Bruce Springsteen. Who also happens to be Gary's favorite artist and poet. Now, those of you who know Brian know that his favorite artist and poet is a actual band from Ireland called U2. And many of you in the audience, from his friends from high school and college, have spent the better part of your 20s and your youth following U2 around the globe, from Hawaii to Ireland, to see them in concert. Now, as fate would have it for my toast tonight, a couple of years ago, Brian's favorite band, U2, was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And the man chosen to induct them into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to give that speech was a man by the name of Bruce Springsteen. And he was trying to explain the magic that happened when the 4 people in that band got together. And he talked about the songs they had on the radio that day. And it started, Uno, Dos, Tres, Catorce, which loosely translated means 1 and 2 and 3 make 14. But he used that as an analogy to describe what happens when U2 gets together. And he said, and I think the quote loosely goes, that in the things that touch your soul, like love and rock and roll, the sum had better equal more than the parts. And I think the magic, especially the last 2 days, is seeing that in person, seeing 2 amazing people, your beautiful bride and you, that apart, you got just amazing people and special people, but coming together, you just resonate in a way that just you can't really describe in words. So from one sailor to another, I'd like to give you the sailor's toast. All raise our glasses, wish them Godspeed, and on your voyage, fair winds and following seas. And now I'd like to introduce Aubrey, the matron of honor.